I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. There's a tremendous bias against taking risks. Everyone is trying to optimize their ass covering. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I do think there's a lot of potential if you have a compelling product and people are willing to pay a premium for that. I think life on Earth must be about more than just solving problems. It's got to be something inspiring, even if it is vicarious. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. Don't confuse education with schooling. I didn't go to Harvard, but people who worked for me did. I think it's important to reason from first principles rather than by analogy. The normal way we conduct our lives is we reason by analogy. We are doing this because it's like something else that was done, or it is like what other people are doing. The first order of business is to get the public to appreciate that electric cars are good, and that solar power is good. There are really two things that have to occur in order for a new technology to be affordable to the mass market. One is you need economies of scale. The other is you need to iterate on the design. You need to go through a few versions. If you want to grow a giant redwood, you need to make sure the seeds are okay, nurture the sapling, and work out what might potentially stop it from growing all the way along. Anything that breaks it at any point stops that growth. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future in wondrous, new technology where you see it, and you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible?